Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very lovely show. And our today's guest is young, multi talented. She is certified Tantra teacher, she is holistic healer, she is yoga therapist, she is sacred feminine and sacred intimacy coach. So let's welcome Samya. Samya, are you there? Please join if you're there. Hello, everyone. Samya, I can't see you. Hello, Swati. Hello, Gurmukh. Thank you for being here. Samya, I'm not able to see you. I think she has lost some connection. Hello, Sonia. I don't know where she is. I'm just looking for her. Hello, Praveenji. How are you? I hope she joins soon. This time, at least, some internet connection. I believe there is something wrong. Hi, Samya. Yeah, please join. Yeah, some network issue. I think we should. Hi, Samya. Please join.
I am here.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm very, very good.
Welcome to the very lovely show. You're looking very pretty.
Like you, same as
Uh,
you. I had some internet connection last moment. My Wi-Fi didn't work, so everybody, I'm so sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay. It can happen to anyone, so it's okay.
My
Hello, viewers. Thank you for joining us. She is Samya, and as I told, she is certified. She's young, actually, talented, so much talented that she is into such a vast subject. She's certified Tantra teacher, she's yoga therapist, she is into holistic healing, and she's into sacred feminine and intimacy coach. So, Samya, how you started your journey?
very it's a long story, but I always questioned life around. I always felt what I saw was not the way to live life fully. So circumstances created that space for me to really believe in that. Like this is not what it is. This is not how life should be lived. So I didn't know what to do. I always thought maybe I'll become a social service reformer or something. But it happened that when I was around 16, I read a book on yoga. So that
Okay.
was like my me.
Thank you, viewers, for sending love. I can see.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
audible.
Now you're audible.
I did yoga at my age 16, but I continued doing yoga until like I think for next 12 years I did yoga. So in that period I learned yoga therapy. I did teacher training on yoga from two places. I did reflexology, naturopathy, like many modalities of healing.
Okay.
And in 2010 I got introduced to 11 I got introduced to tantra. And
Okay.
yeah, since I'm combining everything that I have learned so far from yoga, from psychological treatments, from working on pressure points, and also working uh, the practices of Tantra, which itself is such a huge, vast subject.
Right. And I believe, as you told me, that you are living a nomadic life. So, what is it all about?
So I didn't want to get married. So when I was 20,
Okay.
the first proposal came. So I felt I haven't done anything with my life. I only had like huge passion. I had a notebook. I used to write down what all I should do in future. Like there is for baby, there is this, there is that, there is this. So many dreams I had. And when the marriage proposal, I felt I haven't done a single thing. And for me, it was like death. I used to say I will rather die than getting married. it was so strong for me, the feeling that I'm not against marriage right now. I'm just saying those days I used to think like that because that's
Right.
how I go life around. Huh? I
Right.
felt so. I asked my mother, like, give me 1 more year and then I'll do whatever you want. So that 1 year I went to Bangalore to do this yoga therapy 1 year course in an ashram. So it really shifted my life. I started reading also few years back, but I started reading more intensely, practiced more. So far I was
Mhm.
only reading books, getting inspired by other people's lives and stuff. But when practice entered my life and I started really doing things with my body, my breath, my mind, life started changing for me. It's like,
Right.
it says whatever we want, existence creates that path for us. So all my dreams that I had from my childhood, everything started happening one by one only when I started practicing. So I
Right.
understood the importance of practice. So ever since after that, my yoga course finished. After that, life just created ways that I never had to go back home. One by one, something kept happening, something kept happening. In the beginning, I had to lie a little bit to my parents that I'm going for this job and stuff like that. But I just started traveling. I started attending many retreats. I went to many teachers, learned many things I always wanted to learn. I was always inspired by one story when I was very young about one rishi. He just, he, sure, I forgot what was that story, but it was about a guy who just wanted to live forever just to learn things. I used to think that's
Yeah.
so cool. You know, I always love to learn new things, and I'm also Gemini. Interested in every single thing. So what
Yeah.
I was saying is, because life opened that path for me of freedom, of travel,
Right.
I for learning and understanding life. And I'm quite courageous also. I entered into everything that kind of breaks my conditioning, gives something new to me. So it was difficult because being an Indian girl, having a very emotional family, all the conditionings that I had from my childhood, from the society, to break all those things, to find a new way for me, it was difficult also. My some relatives never talked to me for like years, and many of them were blaming me, saying wrong things and stuff, but I kept doing what made my soul happy.
So, Samya, like while I was chasing you, I came to know that you were into retreat. So, what is that all about? Can you
Rick,
please? Yes, about retreat.
I think I've also told you that I'm an Osho lover. So
Right.
this is very common in spiritual path. So Osho is also a spiritual guru. In any
Mm-hmm.
common spiritual path, there is always retreats, like meditation camps, shibir. No? So these are meditation camps where you go, you learn meditation techniques, self-transformative techniques. So what I do these days, like for like I think 3 to 3 years properly, 3 to 4 years, what
Mm-hmm.
I do is a lot of retreats, which is basically tantra retreats.
Okay.
And what in a retreat? So we do meditations. In my kind of retreat, which is like tantra retreats, what we do is a lot of interactive meditations because in
Okay.
tantra we work with feminine and masculine energies. No other spiritual path really is concerned about these aspects. Body, mind. These are always neglected in many spiritual paths. So in tantra retreats, we always work on things which is not addressed anywhere else, like body, desire, five senses, emotions, desire, frustrations, anger, jealousy. I mean, emotions, and also femininity, masculinity. So, a lot of interactive meditations, partner work, trauma healing, activation of the body and chakra system. Things.
So much. Somebody has asked a question that there is any retreat in the August month.
In
Anything?
August month, okay, there is no retreat as such, but I'm doing a teacher training in the same subject that I'm teaching these days, Tantra. So August, September, I'm engaged in that. No, in July there is one, just very soon. Very soon there is one retreat.
All the viewers who are watching, you can directly DM her on her ID to know the timings of retreat. If it will be there, she'll definitely let you know. Okay, Acha, Samya, like when we heard the term tantra, people think of, it's like a black magic or sexual practice. So is that true? And if it is not, then what is tantra?
I'm really happy that you asked this question. I think this needs to be taught, at least in our country, because Tantra is very much associated with black magic. The
Okay.
term, the term Tantra. And this concept of Tantra, what I am teaching, or what my teacher taught me, or what is in the Western world happening now, one is, uh, you can call it as neo-tantra,
Okay.
which talks on an individual's transformation. Okay, so we actually categorize tantra into, we can categorize into like four. One is white tantra. White tantra is very much individual practices. See, if you do nowadays, I'm learning something called Kashmiri Shaivism, which is very much individual practices. You sit with yourself, you chant mantras, you visualize, you focus on your breath, you do a lot of internal self practices which doesn't need anybody, and this is white kundalini yoga. This is also white tantra. Now anything that works with your inner energetical body, activation of your energy, this is all could be considered into tantra, because tantra is a path that embodies, that includes all that human is. So any spiritual path that includes your inner body, your outer body, your mind, your emotions, which is all could be categorized into tantra. So this is what is white tantra, and red tantra uses a lot of sexual practices. And now, when we talk about sexuality, we think of sex as a means of pleasure. This is what comes to our mind. No, sex means like pleasure. But in tantra, we consider sex energy as the most creative force. Can you imagine, like, one, we have like trillions of cells in our body, right? Everything made from one sex cell of mama, one sex cell of papa. So, like that amount of energy, people like us, people like Buddha, like, Modi, people like anybody is created from the act called sex. So, for tantric practitioner, for any sadhak, even if it is yogic, sexual energy is an energy of creativity. It's like we become like the creator. In a way, we are also the small version of God, because God is the one who creates, right? So we are also a small version of that. To that extent, that energy is being respected and appreciated in Tantra. So when I say we do sexual practices, we are not doing anything like vulgar, anything that is that kind of intimate in the retreat. We are only addressing this energy, and instead of using it only for pleasure, which is also beautiful, it also has its place in the world, because we are gifted with pleasure. That means life wants us to have pleasure. So that is one side. We use this as an energy, a creative force that could change us from within, that could give rebirth to our own self. And sex energy in its very raw form could be very animalistic, very much needy and like wanting to feel full with somebody, like that's what we do. We feel very half up. That's what union does also, like some kind of completion it gives us. So instead of using it in a very raw way, with meditations, with practices, with understanding, with stillness, of course, with slowness, we move this energy within us. You through your chakra system, or directly jumping into heart, or directly using that energy, the power of energy, to come into your own meditative state. So that is very much Red Tantra. And what I practice is pink, which is part of this and part of white and part of red. So it's a combination. So within that combination comes a lot many fun stuffs. So in our groups, we have meditations while we eat something, when we drink something, the feeling of that like juice going inside your body, and through which, or being caressed, and through all these sense experiences, meditating. And then comes the black tantra. Now I am not I haven't met a guy who does, guy or girl who does black magic, so I'm nobody to talk about it. But the black magic all comes under this black tantra. I don't know what it is because I don't know anything about it. The Aghori practice.
As you mentioned chakras in your this thing. So what are chakras?
Now, for that, I need to tell you something more before, which is about us. Now, you are beautiful, lovely. So, lovely is your name, right? It's your name,
Right.
like a
Right.
title. And you're a feminine, you do this, you do that. Everything could be changed, right? Tomorrow, your name could be Sophia, but you're still the same. So, before we speak about chakra system, I want you or all of us to understand we are not just this body. We have this physical form, which is like seen, felt, and we have an energetical body, which,
Right.
how to explain, a dead body. A dead body also has body, but there is something more in a dead body. What is it? Prana. We say it prana. Like there is life in it, life energy. No? So this is like another layer of us. So there is physical body, which is like that body, and there is prana. So then we are like alive, right? So there is pranic body, there is a pranic aura, a layer. And there are much more. There comes my mental body, we can intellectual bliss body. There is more. I'm not talking about them. Chakra system comes inside this energetical body, which means you can't see it. If you cut your body into half, you don't find chakras. Hmm?
Right.
But because it stays in our energetical body. Okay. Hmm? So I use chakras as like platforms. Chakras are like wheel. With specific chakra has specific qualities and stuff. But I always say don't emphasize too much on these theoretical stuffs. Uh, Instead, understand what each chakra's gift in your body, what and how you feel about that particular actions of or that particular um, aspects of the chakra. So when we talk about there are many chakra ideologies like 5 chakras, 7 chakras, 12 chakras, much more also. But basically, what we all learn and widespread understanding of chakra system is that of 7 chakras. So every chakra has a specific quality. Like one thing that is easy to fail is heart chakra. When we are like when anything happens love based, where do you feel the most? We feel it in our heart, right? No, we don't
Right.
feel it in our forehead. We don't feel it in anywhere else. We feel it in our heart. Hmm? So that is a very clear way that we all understand that. Okay, heart chakra has love. Like that, every chakra has like first chakra sexuality. When you feel sexual, your first chakra vibrates. No? So the first chakra carries that power. So like that, each chakra carries each qualities, emotions, even body organs. That's not our subject right now. Let's focus on emotions and other qualities. So
Right.
the first chakra is very much based on feeling stable in oneself, like having a set of boundary for the self. Like it's masculine in nature. You know what is all-time masculine function? To protect, right? To protect from
Right.
animals, to protect from other villages fighting. Like the protecting aspect of all of us have it. The protecting aspect of us, the stability, the rootedness that I'm here, like I'm safe. This feeling comes when our root chakra is strong. So when people feel very unsafe, scared all the time, worried of their like insecure about their own existence, they don't have any sense of boundary. Anybody can come and say anything and go. Anybody can come and do anything and go. You're like numb. So this all happens when your first chakra is out of balance.
Okay.
Like that, you want to know more, or you want to ask some question?
Actually, you are into yoga therapy also,
Yeah.
like chakra. If we move to therapy
Mm.
and that too yoga therapy, definitely it don't have any side effects. So this must be really helpful. So can we have idea what is it all about?
Yoga therapy.
Right.
Mm. We have so many subjects. We are jumping from one to another.
I know. Actually, today we are going to touch each topic a little, and so that next time when we'll be meeting, we'll be having another session and we can go deeper, because now what all people should know all subjects you are having knowledge, and you'll definitely whatever will get the subject from the viewers will touch that. So
So I kind of already mentioned indirectly what is yoga therapy. So yoga therapy is actually this 5 sheet I was explaining we are body, prana, mind,
right,
buddhi, and bliss body. So yoga therapy, it's a therapy which works on all these 5 sheets
right,
for existence. So for the body, we do asanas, and also diet. And for the prana body, we do pranayam. For the mental body, we do meditation, meditative practices, emotional healing. Also for Vijnanamaya Kosha, we do self-study. And all for the Anandamaya Kosha, we do celebration. Like that. Or you must have heard, no, people have cancer and they are going to die in 2-3 months. And then they did some social work. They were like running around and they got cured just by not doing anything. Or also in movies, we saw also like somebody's. But this all has a truth. Somebody's about to die, and then somebody who's loving is close to them, and they're getting healed. So I'm just saying the bliss body, when the bliss body is active, when our vibration is very, very high, it can also heal the rest of the body. So you think like this: body is the most grossest expression, and the other soul is the most subtlest expression. But any even if you touch the subtlest space of even if you touch a little bit of our still silent space, it can just penetrate into all other sheets of our body and heal. Like that, that's why meditation, meditative practices heal mental disorders, trauma, like years of problems you carry, and maybe you do one healing session. A big part of it is released without even addressing. So the internal sheets of us, the internal layers of us, it's not actually internal, it's more external. But I'm saying the most subtle sheets of us, if that is being nourished and nurtured, it cleans and clears the gross body. So yoga therapy, you understand a little bit, no? Yoga
right,
therapy is only focusing on physical body and doing some twisting, staying in asana. It kind of goes through everything. We have to go through all the layers of our existence. This is how yoga therapy happens. And I have myself cured people with especially back pain. I was an expert in back pain at one point in my life. I don't do much yoga these days, but I've seen tremendous results in people just by being happy, doing some breathing, doing some silent sitting, and doing some yoga. My inspiration to do yoga is this: that my mother had a very severe backache. We did surgery, nothing helped her. She was suffering, bedridden. And then somebody said, there is a yoga therapist, why don't you show her to him? And I was in those days, in my 16, 17, 18, 19, those ages, I was participating in Kerala championship. I'm from Kerala, by the way. And Kochi championship, and practicing like full split, full back bend. As I was more into this gymnastic yoga. This guy came and he made my mama turn so slowly, lift her legs so slowly, like that. And in one week, my mother started like crying. I felt like, how come? Like, I'm doing all this kind of yoga and I couldn't save my mama. But this guy, with his very subtle exercises, healed my mother in one week. So that was inspiration to do this work.
right.
And then I
And
also
some
felt, yes, sorry.
right. So Samya, is any difference between holistic healing and yoga therapy?
No, yoga therapy is holistic healing.
It's the
Yoga,
same.
holistic healing means anything that includes all of our being. And yoga definitely includes. So in one way, you can put everything under yoga instead of going to a nutritionist. Along with that, also could be the physical aspect of yoga. That also could be a Annamaya Kosha practice. I mean, the body practice. I understand your question. Yeah, holistic. At the same time, today's world, it's a lot of stress, much competition. Every single thing is noticed. So much pollution, so much corruption in the food and everything that we eat. So I think whatever help is available, take everything. Or somewhere you relate so deeply and you feel like, okay, this is for me. Follow that. Otherwise, it's okay to try different things. Try reflexology. Why not? People used to walk barefoot before. It is not happening now, so why not get an extra reflexology? So like that, do whatever suit us, whatever good things come our way.
Actually, like you mentioned about retreat. So I want to know, like, you are into these vast subjects, but a normal person who is like in, doing daily routine job and this thing. So can they also join retreat? And how often one should go to detoxification, or you can say, detoxify, you know, the stress and these things.
See
So,
what
can they also join? And
yeah,
how often they should? How often they should go there?
anybody can join retreats. Many times, so many freshers come to my retreat, even though my retreat is something that is little advanced when it comes to regular meditations. But still,
Mhm.
everybody is welcome. Everyone can come and join such retreats. The other question, so what does retreat do? Is it inspires you? It inspires. It. You see many people in a retreat space, much free, much liberated in many ways, and that
Mhm.
inspires. Then in retreat spaces, you address your issues, which maybe you never will speak to other people in your whole life. You do a lot of self reflection. You see your patterns. You see many hidden things that is ruling us, like some trauma, maybe some pattern, some belief system that is like sitting on our head and ruling us, ruling every step of us. So this is what does to a human. You become a lot more aware of your own behaviors, your own blockages, and that inspires us because at the end we all want to feel like joyful and liberated and free in some ways. And what really helps one is not attending a lot of retreats. It definitely helps, but self practices, having a regular self practice is what helps somebody to achieve something, a permanent achievement. Retreats gives you a glimpse. It also shifts little bit, but I use retreat more like an inspiration.
Right. So, Samya, you are into feminism also, right?
Or not.
And so, what is the difference between feminism movements and sacred feminine ritual?
Hmm. So, um, so for many years, we all know, female, even now, considered secondary or being manipulated in so many ways. I mean, I feel for both. I feel men are also being manipulated. But let's speak about feminine for now. So every female, when I grew up, also I feel you'll be respected only if you're in a male body. One reason I escaped marriage is this. I feel if I get married, I have no life of my own. My God, I only have to serve family. I have no space for my own intelligence, my own capacities. So, and this has been happening to many people's mind, in many feminine mind, that the disrespect that we saw in the society or the cruelties or this. Um, okay, so that created this movement called feminism, I think, no? But somewhere, because it created come from that space of trauma, it took a direction that every female wants to act like a man. Like they feel, even when I see like some advertisements, when you ride cycle, when you climb mountains, you are considered strong. That means we are still thinking whatever male does is the thing that gives us strength. Please get it, huh? That means
Yeah.
when we do something
Soumya,
strong,
I'm cutting you. There is one comment. One person, Mr. Keshav, he's saying, okay, there is no question of being second. I
that is
have.
right. I'm reading here. I would say
Okay.
that is his own personal agreement. But what happened in society? Many people recognize this. Like many Osho sannyasis say, because Osho gave so much respect to females. So many Osho sannyasis say, why we are not females? It's so much fun to be female. It's so much liberating to be female. Like it's so much fun to be female. So what he says is his personal understanding. I'm talking about society. I'm talking about how society considered and treated feminine, and because of which she started now rebelling. The girls today, you see, they're all rebels. And somewhere what happens in the traditional the feminism is they are trying to be like man. Anything that a man does, lifting weight or doing something, riding a big truck, riding motorbike, everything considered feminism. So somewhere we are also giving them this understanding whatever man does is the thing which is strong. You you
But don't
understand,
you
no?
think somewhere things have changed? Otherwise, you would not be moving as a nomadic person. Things have changed. Parents
And
have changed. They are supporting their daughters. Things अभी थोड़ी सी बदल गई हैं.
yeah, बदल
थोड़ी
गई
सी
है.
क्या काफी बदल गई हैं.
काफी very nice. When I started living, so this is what I'm saying. When I started living like that, I was not supported. It's years back, huh? It's not now. It's been
Okay.
16, 17 years for me. Those days, so I always say I am a path creator. When I was free, the girls of my age were not thinking like that. But I studied, I created. My teacher always says some people are like path cleaners. They clean the old paths and create easy path for the next generation to move. So obviously, so that courage, and then what happens is like it puts a lot of okay. Let's come back to the original question of what is sacred feminine work different from feminism. So in sacred feminine retreats, we are tapping into our own strength as a female. Like there are archetypes of female, like a seductress, mother, lover, queen, priestess. There are archetypes of feminine, no? Which is not in comparison with a man. It is her own qualities to be a mother, to be a seductress. So in my retreats, when we do this kind of embodiment practice, I always say, women, when you are like fully seductive, we even a yogi loses all his control. Even a strongest man loses all his control because even though it is a soft thing, it is so strong. It's just so strong that it can break the strength. It can even break things which are like rock like. Think of the love of the mother. Soft, no? It's not like power.
Yes.
It's soft. That power is so powerful that one can leave anything and surrender to that love. So the power of feminine is a soft power, like in her sensuality, the way that she can be patient, the way that she can selflessly love, the way that there are so many qualities of feminine, the way she's intuitive, the way she can lead without having to put a pressure, without having to create a war, like a that quality is been appreciated so much in feminine workshops. So instead of teaching, instead of women have to like say galia like men or building up muscles to fight, we focus more on these qualities which are intrinsically powerful and beautiful in a feminine. And I know when I was not in my that femininity, I was like a victim easily. People would just come, touch me there, go do something, make me do things which I don't want to do, ask me something, and I don't even know how to say no. But the moment I started tapping into my femininity, I see life around me is appreciative and respectful. I don't have to fight to get my respect. I walk and I feel respected. I go anywhere and I feel like there is a soft love that I'm able to create and generate. Even in an auto rickshaw, I've been with yesterday also. He didn't even take money from me because he was just happy that I'm sitting in his auto rickshaw. Like, like this beauty of feminine, of her playfulness, her love, her bubbliness, her softness, her sensuality. And these are so powerful that it just creates such nice, it creates such a beautiful world. So this is what the workshops are.
But it must be a difficult situation you must have gone through when you
Yeah.
have started your journey, and you have reached so far that now today you have such a vast knowledge about these. At such a young age, you know so much. So it's really wonderful. It's really wonderful. Samya, can you please tell your ID to the viewers so that they can follow you and they can DM you for any retreat sessions?
Are we finishing? It's already time, no? Yeah.
Yes.
I just see I'm
There
sitting
is
in a place.
actually,
There is
there
no
is a time
light.
limit. That is the thing. So,
Yeah.
little time limit. But you have so much to tell, and I want to know so many things from you. But lacking of time is always there.
We
And
have
you have
set
such
some
a
seconds.
yes. So, can you please tell your ID once so that they can
Dhyan
follow
Samya.
you?
Dhyan Samya is already there written after this is finished. Anybody can check, no? Dhyan underscore Samya. DHYAN underscore Samya. SAMYA. So
So, viewers who
I
all are
also
here,
I also do
please.
a lot of personal session, and I
Mhm.
work a lot of sexual healing, especially with men, because there is no because my work, as I said, is holistic. No, I go through physical strengthening, understanding mental patterns, emotional blockages, old belief systems, old traumas, things that you carry, and also meditation. So I go through all direction to heal somebody, and I've had beautiful results in like 5 days, 7 days, like things. So I also do personal sessions, so you can always reach me for any queries on these subjects. I am more than happy to help you.
I can see the happiness on your face. You must be feeling, even after imparting a knowledge about it. So it must be great when you are healing someone,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It
Not the
must be a
purpose.
good,
Mm.
must be
Yeah.
great feeling. So viewers, please follow her on her ID and follow me, the.berry.lovely, and definitely Samya. It is very informative, but we are really lacking of time. I
Wow.
want to
Actually,
continue.
thank you, Lovely, that you chose me for this, and you're beautiful, wonderful human. Every time I talk to you, even over phone, I feel like bubbliness inside. So this is what this is what sacred femininity for me. Like this, that bubbly feeling, that nice, soft but happy family feeling. That. So thank you for inviting me. Also, hope to.
Thank you to you for being here on our show and imparted such a wonderful knowledge to each and every one. It's really great to have you here. Thank you so very much for being here.
Thank you everyone who joined. Oh, my friend is joined. Thank you everyone for joining. And my friends who don't know Lovely, she does amazing work like that. She bring beautiful people to her platform and share their wisdom to her followers. So please go and follow her also. You will
Thank you
gain
so much.
understanding from many levels. Mm. Thank
Thank
you,
you so
sweetheart.
much. And
Yeah,
Samya, all the very best for your
thank you.
future. And you're doing really great. We will definitely be in touch and we'll have definitely going to have another session. So thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you
All the very
so much.
best. Thank you. And all the viewers, please stay tuned for another updates and keep watching the very lovely show. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.